Hello everyone, and welcome to this little odd thingy that I'm doing. So, in case you don't know, I've been playing Kingdom Hearts Final Mix for the first time, for the first time ever. I have not, the last time I played the original Kingdom Hearts was years ago. I've never gone back to it since, and this is actually the Final Mix version, because I'm like, well, what's the difference? And I have obviously found a few, but overall that's not what's important. Basically, I made this video simply because I was like, hey, I'm gonna do the Hades Cup for the first time in years, why not record it? What could go wrong? And that's what I'm doing here. So yeah, I just recorded it while I was playing through it, and now I'm adding the commentary after the fact. So, yeah. I mean, because I cannot imagine commenting. This thing got, the Hades Cup got pretty damn stressful, and I think it always is. The total recording time for the Hades Cup, all 50 rounds, was 1 hour and 6 minutes. It's a really intense thing. Like, if you have no experience with Kingdom Hearts, it's one of the longest, like, missions that you can do in the entire game. So, a little background. Obviously, Kingdom Hearts is this really bizarre mix of Final Fantasy and Disney. I don't know how the fuck it spawned. I'm pretty sure there's stories about it out there, but in short, it's awesome. And this is the hardest tournament that you can compete in the Hercules world, the Olympus Coliseum, the Hades Cup. Unlike all the other ones, which are just 10-round tournaments, this is 50 rounds, or rather 49, since you count as number 50. And you gotta fight through everyone all the way to the top, and there's a bunch of really awesome stuff that you gotta fight through on the way up there. So it starts out pretty easy, you know, it puts you up against basic shit. You know, fucking shadows, soldiers. What's here? Oh, pot spiders. Pot spiders are, man, I would give anything to fight like 300 pot spiders. Those things are like the weakest things in the world, and I love it. I love them for it. The cool thing about the Hades Cup is all the special matches that are in here. Because there's not a lot of special stuff in the other cups. I mean, there's a match against Leon, Squall, Leonard from Final Fantasy VIII, and Yuffie. Oh yeah, what the fuck is this thing doing here? This thing right here, the Mad Truffle. The trick to that enemy, you're supposed to keep it in the air for as long as possible. Doing so gets you a bunch of bonus EXP and I think like an item of some kind. I suck at it. I've never gotten it down. I just give up after like 2 hits. I'm like, that's good enough. You don't have to do anything special for it. Oh yeah, there's Yuffie. Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, I think the final match of the Pegasus tournament, Pegasus Cup, was Leon and Yuffie. And then the final match of the Hercules Cup is Hercules. But in this game, in this tournament, you get to fight a bunch of awesome shit. So that's cool. Like right here, we got Yuffie, which is really awesome and kind of annoying because she throws shit all over the fucking stage like that. How dare you? Oh, down she goes. And yeah, you also level up a lot doing this, so it's a ton of fun. That said, I don't think I outfitted me and my team. Oh yeah, Genji shield. Goofy's current shield's better than that. I don't think I outfitted my team with the best shit that I could have given them, as in items, potions, and stuff. I definitely should have given them better things, but I guess ultimately it doesn't matter. Donald and Goofy have a habit of like using up their entire stockpile in like 5 fights. So see, there they go. There he goes again. You saw that shit? That's what I have to work with. Fuck that shit. But like real talk, I don't know how you're supposed to manage them. But ultimately I just give up on it. Let them do whatever they want to do. It doesn't bug me. Just as long as they still have some items or magic left to heal me, it's fine. Because you only game over if you die. Which, I mean, you can't actually die here because it's a tournament. Killing is against the rules, I think. Anyway. So, I love the Hades Cup. I love everything about the Hercules Coliseum world. I bet if I go back to my PlayStation 2, my home PS2, and put in Kingdom Hearts, and load it up, both my saves, my main game save and my Proud Mode save, will be saved at the Hercules Coliseum. Like, I'm very certain that they're both still there, because I hang out here all the fucking time. Now, why would I do that? A few reasons. The tournaments are a lot of fun to do, even at level 99. They're still a shit ton of fun. And you can also compete in them by yourself once you complete them as a team. But, like, basically, when you get to a certain part of the game, I actually don't know, because I think you could have seen it, you saw it at the beginning. If you go back to the beginning, oh, here we go. Behemoth. Like, every, 10 seeds, they put you up against something really intense. And in this case, it's the Behemoth, one of the biggest, Heartless you can fight. For some reason, this game has 3 Behemoths. This one specifically is called I think, Destroyed Behemoth. There's the one you fight in the story, in the Hollow Bastion Keyhole, named just the Behemoth. And then there's another one you fight at the end of the world called a Arc Behemoth, and they all have slightly different color schemes. I swear that's only a final mix thing. I think in base Kingdom Hearts, all the Behemoths are the same. It's the same with Guard Armor and Stealth Sneak. There are 2 bosses in the game, Guard Armor being the first one. I'm pretty sure he's always been purple, him and his opposite armor counterpart. But in this game, Guard Armor is much more colorful. Their purple variation, though, still exists. I actually fight him here in a bit. And he's called, according to the journal, Red Armor, and he's like, oh, this is like the same looking thing as Guard Armor but weaker. And by the same thing, Stealth Sneak's black clones that you fight in this tournament are called Sneak Armies, I think. It's an interesting choice. Final Mix did in fact add a few new enemies and such. Nothing. And the annoying thing actually about the new enemies that Final Mix added is that they're all tricky. They have like tricks that you need to learn and abuse in order to defeat them. It's not like you can just straight up beat the shit out of them like you do the other 40 types of Heartless that you can fight in the game. And whether or not you think that's a good thing or a bad thing, totally up to you. Personally, it annoys me at times. Most famous one for me is the Pot Scorpion in Agrabah. I had no idea how to beat that thing. I tried a variety of methods, but apparently in order to defeat it, you have to counter its attacks, because if you counter its attacks, it'll flip over upside down and become vulnerable. Otherwise, it's invincible. By the way, I still don't have Curaga. I don't remember where to get that. And I'm kind of upset about it. I did this whole tournament with Cura, which was a mistake, honestly. Red Legion. You know, those fuckers are some of the most annoying. There are a lot of annoying enemies in Kingdom Hearts. These little pouches of magic, these magic Heartless pouches, they're all annoying because what they do, obviously, in addition to just casting a spell over and over again, is they fly around the entire stage. They fly around wherever it is they can fly around, wherever it is they spawn, and they get away from you. It's really fucking annoying. They all do it. The red ones, the green, the yellow ones, and the blue ones. The green ones aren't too bad. They can heal, but I've never had an issue with the green ones. The black ones, which are new to Final Mix, I actually defeated my first one, like, for real a short while ago. Those guys are annoying. They're called the Black Ballad, because they all have, like, music names. Red Nocturne, Blue Rhapsody, Green Requiem, Yellow, and Black Ballad. And the black ones, when you find one, it'll divide into 5. One of the 5 will hop, telling you, hey, I'm the real one. Then they will shuffle, and you have to hit the real one a few times to defeat it. And it's a lot harder than it sounds. That fucker can hide like a bitch. It wasn't until my 5th encounter with that bitch that was actually... There he is! That's supposed to be Guard Armor. I swear that's how Guard Armor always looked, but I think I'm wrong. Regardless, in the Final Mix version, he goes by Red Armor. There's literally no difference. It's a fucking Guard Armor. Yeah, in the game, I thought it was weird. When I got to Traverse Town and I did the first boss fight against Guard Armor, he was like blue and silver and yellow. He had a bunch of cool colors, and I'm like, that's not right. Like, I don't know. Maybe Guard Armor's always been that way, and I'm just remembering it wrong. I actually did not bother looking it up online. This is only part 1, because I don't want to upload an hour-long video. So maybe between parts I'll look it up to see if they recolored Guard Armor for Final Mix or not. I'm of the sound mind that they did, but I wouldn't be surprised if I'm wrong, honestly. Because once again, it has been years since I started a new game in Kingdom Hearts, let alone deciding to hop into the Final Mix variation, where everything is different, so to speak. Who are you? Ah, fuck those guys. The black funguses are annoying. They turn invincible. Dummies. Shake my head at them. Anyway. So, the, what was another unique enemy in this game that I fought that was dumb? Quite a few. There's one I actually found out, the Ultimate Ghost, a big version of the Search Ghost. In order to kill that one, you have to fucking heal it. I don't know why I didn't think about that. You have to actually throw it potions and elixirs and stuff, and that'll actually damage it until it dies. I didn't know that. The only new enemies I was able to take out on my first encounter was the Chimera in Halloween Town, because you just have to brute force that bitch, and the Neo Shadows in the End of the World, because once again, you just have to brute force those bitches. They still have some tricks to them, like the Chimera. You have to take out its first HP bar, then it actually becomes vulnerable with its real HP bar. And at that point, you have to knock back its magical balls. Because if they all go back into it, he'll revive, and we won't be able to do any good damage to his actual body. And the Neo Shadows, they just play. They're just playing with you the whole time, attacking in a bunch of different ways, depending on how many of them there are. Apparently, if you leave one alive, just one, long enough, he'll summon another horde. By the way, what is this? Why is it that I can never kill a stealth sneak like that? Whenever they get down to their last hit, they're invulnerable for maybe like 10-15 seconds. I hit them like a bunch of times, it does nothing. It's really annoying. Is there a reason for that? I think it happens like 99% of the time, and I hate it. So, you know, I can't believe that I forgot how many annoying Heartless there are. Like, obviously these little pouches I'm fighting right now are stupid. The wizard, the big one's dumb too, because after you land the combo of it, if you didn't kill it in the combo, it'll teleport away, and you have to wait till that bitch reappears so you can kill it. That's annoying. The Search Ghost can, what was that? Sorry, got distracted. The Search Ghost can, oh man, I'm losing my train of thought here, shit. The Search Ghost can just, whenever they want to, decide to disappear and reappear. There's other enemies that dash through you halfway across the map. This, that. It's all different levels of annoying, and it never stops. Oh, how far am I into this? Oh, jeez. I'm not sure if I want to fast forward any of this. I know for a fact that I'm going to be doing some fast forwarding in part 2, but I don't know about this part right here. Simply because, you know, why bother? I figure someone will want to see me do this awesome shit that I'm doing. So talking about Kingdom Hearts, I'm not really super invested in Kingdom Hearts because, like, oh yeah, the whole invincible during their lightning attacks is also dumb too. Anyway, the fucking, whenever I hear people talk about Metal Gear, they're always like, oh, the Metal Gear Solid storyline is so convoluted, who cares about it? And I'm like, ha, you're a fucking idiot. Metal Gear Solid storyline, if you actually, you know, use your head, easy to follow. It all makes sense, believe it or not. Oh, here goes the next big fight. Against? Cerberus. Look at this bitch. Which, by the way, when you have to fight Cerberus the first time in the story, I had a really hard time with him this time around. Him and Trickmaster were kicking my ass. I had to retry a few times on them. Are they always that hard? Is it because they're beginning stage bosses? Was I under-leveled? Is it just because Final Mix is a bit tougher? Regardless, man, I hated it. Yeah, I always thought that the Metal Gear storyline makes sense. The Kingdom Hearts storyline is convoluted as all shit. For that reason, I really don't give two shits about it, and I don't really follow it too closely, because it doesn't make any sense to me. I understand the story of Kingdom Hearts 1, obviously. I understand what it was going for, what it was, you know, I understand the story of this game at the very least. But everything else on top of everything else is ridiculous. I mean, have you heard that the newest thing coming out is a Kingdom Hearts 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue? What the fuck is that? Like, holy shit. That's absurd. Now people are finally getting Kingdom Hearts 3, so, you know, for the people who are super invested into this series and have been waiting for that game, you know, here's some claps for you, like, seriously. It's finally happening, you know, congrats. No sarcasm at all. But for me, don't I've always wanted to play Kingdom Hearts 2 because, like, back in the day, I loved Kingdom Hearts. Like, the first game, I played it a shit ton, and I always loved it. So, when my friends were playing Kingdom Hearts 2, and they're like, it's like Kingdom Hearts 1, but better, like, in almost every way, I'm like, oh, shit, man, you know, sign me up for that shit. I want to play that game. I just never got the ability to, you know, I never owned it. Never played it. Never got the chance. Oh, yeah, by the way, this Cerberus fight's pretty rough on me, if that wasn't clear. Anyway, yeah, it just, so I'm going to finally play it in a bit. I'm going to play Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. It'll be my first exposure to Kingdom Hearts 2 ever. Like, it's me playing it. I've seen a bit of the beginning of the game. I've seen a bit of the end of the game. And maybe sparse moments here and there. I know about some elements in the game from my friends who talked about it. But overall, I think it's going to be a totally blind experience for me. Which, by the way, that's my next LP. Because I got 2 LPs planned. Each to replace Paper Mario and Path of Radiance in turn when those are done. And one of them, of course, is Let's Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. So I cannot wait for that. Because, like, I just, you know, I've never played the game before. And as much as I like Path of Radiance, as much as I'm enjoying the Thousand Year Door, I know how those games end. I mean, I already played those games before, so it's not like they're completely new experiences. But Kingdom Hearts 2, never actually played it for a single second, so I think that'll be awesome. So I can't wait to get around to that. I hope people are excited to see it. Holy shit, this Cerberus fight is not ending. Kill the damn bastard. Jeez. And that's not the last of it. I struggled quite a bit in, and there we go, I get Dundega. I struggled quite a bit this, Hades Cup. I was level 64, I think. It showed up at the beginning of the video. Shite, man. Anyway, I have a few things that I need to take care of in terms of, Kingdom Hearts, Final Mix. I have a few other things that I need to do that need to be done. Some new bonus things, and of course that includes oh yeah, the bonus bosses, because there are a few bonus bosses in this game and they're both bitches. Shit, what'd I do? Yeah, recording this is really weird because man, that got way too loud there. I don't want to, man, scrubbing this is gonna suck, I just realized. Oh well, you have to suffer with me, although not really. So, the bonus bosses. There's one in Agrabah, and there's one in Neverland. Once again, I hope if you're watching this, you have experience in Kingdom Hearts, because if not, you have no idea what I'm talking about. It basically, at certain points in the game, bonus bosses, really late in the game, actually, you'll get the ability to fight some bonus bosses. And one of them, the one in Agrabah, his name is Kurt Zisa. And he is a gigantic, four-armed, weird Egyptian-looking Arabian demon monster with gigantic swords, and he's really fucking fast. Like, he can like Sonic the Hedgehog around the field like a bitch. He's really annoying to fight, but ultimately Kurt sees it's just a matter of pick your moments and hit the bastard in order to damage him. The other bonus boss in Neverland, Phantom, fuck that bitch. Oh yeah. So how many shadows am I fighting in this? I think it's like 20 or something. Whatever. Phantom, the annoying thing about Phantom, you fight him in Neverland while you're flying. And Phantom, he has an orb that floats like under him that changes colors. And depending on what color it is, you need to hit it with a magic spell in order to make him vulnerable. I think that's how it works. It's been forever. And it's just annoying, you know, because he can move around. He's pretty quick. I don't remember if he's all that strong physically, but he is annoying, that's for sure. But here's a more annoying thing. When the game starts, when the battle against him starts, he casts you and your whole party with death. So, and you're fighting in front of the clock tower, in front of Big Ben, from Neverland. I mean, from Britain, right? Because that's where the Peter Pan movie. You're right. You get what I mean. And when the giant clock strikes midnight, you die. So as if the battle wasn't bad enough and slow-paced enough, you actually are on a timer. But I beat the fucker. And you know what your reward for beating Phantom is? I don't remember what your reward for beating Kurt Zisa is, but when you beat Phantom, you get Stopga. which is the final level of the stop spell. There's stop, stopra, stopga. And I thought, really? Stopga? I hardly ever use stop when I played the game initially. I'm like, what's the whole point? Now, though, I will tell you, stop is extremely useful for dealing with some bitchy enemies. Like, holy shit. Oh, hey, that's opposite armor. See? That's the coloring that guard armor was using at the beginning of this game. And that's I'm not even sure if that's how he looked at the beginning of the other game. Of base Kingdom Hearts. I really don't know. Regardless, Phantom, right? Yeah, Sauka. So, little did I know, I found this out years after I finished playing Kingdom Hearts, and I was like, I no longer want to go back to it. I'm good. During the fight with Phantom, you can cast Stop on Big Ben to prolong the battle. What the fuck? How was I supposed to know that? Does anyone give you a hint? At all? Anywhere in any dialogue? I don't think so. That's fucking bullshit. But if you do that, I think the battle will become less stressful. When I do the battle this time around, we'll see. But holy shit, I was amazed to learn that. I'm like, that could have solved so many issues with that bitch. At the same time, though, I'm really proud of myself for defeating him within the time limit. I feel pretty awesome knowing that. I'll never do it again because it was so stressful, but I do feel incredibly amazing. Anyway, what's this? Did I fight the Avengers already? It just means so much to me now. There's a team of enemies in this thing. It's like 5 different enemies from across the entire game. They're called the Avengers. And just now, after everything, it's a lot funnier to me. Like when I fought them this time around, I literally laughed out loud. I'm like, the Avengers, you know. Whether or not that was meant to be that kind of joke, I don't know. But that's how I took it. Hi, Donald. Anyway, the weapon Sora is using is the Divine Rose. That is the, what's it called? The Beauty and the Beast inspired, Keyblade weapon. And holy shit, is it amazing. It's the best weapon I have on hand right now, I think. Like, strength-wise and all that. Oh, yeah, I didn't take out this pause, sorry. I took out the other one, not this one. I got up to get some water during this pause. Speaking of water, let me take a sip. Be right back. So, yeah. Wow, that was a long pause. I'm sorry. Regardless, this is a really fun thing to do, the Hades Cup and all that. I can't really state it enough how much fun it is. Anyway, so yeah, fuck. Oh yeah, Rizzoli's, fucking amazing place. I'm pretty sure it's just a local place. I don't know if it has a... I imagine maybe there are a few more locations, but I don't think it's like Pizza Hut or Domino's, which you know are like everywhere that you look. Oh, here come these bitches. Cloud, Strife, and Squall, Leon, Leonard. These bitches are really annoying. Like, I don't know between the two of them which one's worse. Like, Cloud has that stupid thing with ha, 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 and he like dashes around the place. That's really annoying. And when he gets low on health, Cloud can sprout a wing and go flying around the field. And while he does that, he's invincible. And he's really fast and hard to dodge. Leon, he's a little less annoying, but when he's low on health, he'll transform his weapon into the ultimate weapon, which is huge. And man, his range is just ridiculous when he has that shit. I'm like, you dumb bitch, stop hitting me. So yeah, they're both pains to fight, but at the same time, fighting, you know, Cloud, Strife, and Squall Leonard at the same time is pretty fucking awesome. There's no denying that. So, you know, let me kick your ass, bros. There he goes, ultimate weapon time. Ow, my face! You dick. And there goes Cloud hitting me right after I healed myself. These guys are douches. I love them. They're really cool, these dudes, though. Anyway, we're hitting about minute 26 soon, so we'll almost be done here. This is the longer half. Honestly, I probably should have cut it shorter, simply because there was something else over there to do for me. It's not actually cut in half now that I think about it. Part 2 has some issues with it, but I don't think it's anything that bad. And there he goes. So now he flies around there where it becomes invincible. He's like, hey, Sora, what's up? Rah! Oh, I missed. Hey, Sora, what's up? Rah! Oh, I missed. You know, it's just like, stop it! Stop it! One of the things they added in this version of Kingdom Hearts Final Mix that I actually like is a new ability for Donald, Goofy, and Sora called Leaf Bracer. I'm 99% sure it's new. I actually looked up the changes on the Kingdom Hearts wiki and I already forgot what it was. Basically, what Leaf Bracer does is you cannot be interrupted when you're healing yourself. And I'm like, or at least when you're casting Cure on yourself, and I'm like, that's fucking awesome. I knew that they didn't have that in the old game. In the old version. Really awesome. Really awesome. Same with Down Cloud goes, and I won. These two are tough, I'll give them that. I think they, when I first tried to do this by myself in one of my old files, they beat me. And you get the Lionheart. New Keyblade. It's actually weaker than the Divine Rose, but the reason I like it more than the Divine Rose, along with maybe half my weapons, is because while the Divine Rose is better than everything else I have on hand, it's a short Keyblade, and I don't like short Keyblades. Like, no matter how strong they are, I always prefer the longer ones. Large bodies are annoying to fight too. Like, almost every Heartless beyond the Shadows and Soldiers has something that makes them annoying. Large bodies, when they're low on health, they'll do that thing where they stomp around and get upset. And if you're the one who put them at low health, they will always turn to you, so it's impossible to get behind them and cause damage. And it's annoying. You basically have to wait out their tantrum and then wait out their first attack before you can get behind them and hit them. Unless Donald and Goofy are in the proper space, or if they're not aggro to you. All things considered, dicks. But what is new? Honestly, the Invisibles, which I don't think they've come up yet, are still definitely like my least favorite Heartless to fight. There's nothing fun about fighting them. I don't care how cool they look, they are not fun to fight at all. Fuck those guys. I believe I was talking about this earlier and I forgot to continue, but when I selected the menu at the start of this video, if you look, it'll say Phil Cup, Pegasus Cup, Hercules Cup, Hades Cup, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. What that question mark thing is the gold match. It's one of the 2 special matches you can take part in at the Hercules Coliseum, and I actually don't know when it unlocks. I'll be super serious, I have no clue. But the gold match pits you against the Ice Titan from Hercules. And wowie zowie, is that a bullshit fight if there ever was one. The Ice Titan, because he's such a tall, lanky motherfucker, you can't hurt him, you can't get up to his head. What you have to do is every so often the Ice Titan will shoot these like ice needles at you, and you need to knock them back into his face. Doing so enough will cause him to fall over, and he'll kneel on the ground, and his face will be in range of your attacks. So at that point, you unload into his face until he stands up again. And then once he's up, repeat the process. It's very stressful. He was honestly harder than the Platinum match. I didn't beat him until after I beat the Platinum match in my first run. Which the Platinum match is another secret match you can unlock. I believe this one unlocks after you beat the Hades Cup. I could be completely wrong on this. I actually don't know. But the Platinum match pits you against Final Fantasy VII's Sephiroth. And yeah, it's as hard as it sounds. That dude is a dick. Like, if dealing with Cloud's Buster Sword and Leon's ultimate weapon wasn't enough, Sephiroth's Massamune range is hilariously long. Like, it is just so fucking funny. That guy could poke you from halfway across the stage and murder your ass. Like, fuck that asshole. I don't remember what else Sephiroth does, like what his special moves are. I really have no clue, because I have not fought him in forever. So I don't remember his strategies, his techniques. All I do know is he's a bitch. The cool thing though is that in Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, you actually get rewards for beating Ice Titan and Sephiroth. In Kingdom Hearts, the base version, you just get bragging rights. You know, which isn't too bad, because they're hard bosses. In this game, when you beat Ice Titan, you get a Keyblade called Diamond Dust. And when you beat Sephiroth, you get a Keyblade called One Winged Angel. Since this is my first time playing Final Mix, I've never gotten them, and being totally honest, I've never looked them up. I don't like looking things up like that. It's like with Kamen Riders. I never like looking up what the next one looks like, let alone what they're called, until they pop in the show, so I could be like, whoa, he looks awesome! You know, I like having that reaction. So I can't wait to see how the Diamond Dust and One Winged Angel look. It reminds me when I heard people talking about the ultimate weapon, they said it looks bad. You know, your ultimate Keyblade that you can forge. I got it. Hearing that, I'm like, oh man, I hope it doesn't look bad. It looks awesome. I don't know what people are talking about. It's a really cool looking Keyblade. Like, fuck you, man. It's awesome. So yeah, I think I'll be recording my platinum and gold matches as well, and editing it down all my failures, assuming I fail as much as I'm expecting to fail. No clue if that'll be the case, but if it is, you have been warned. I'm just mainly doing this for fun, and, you know, to kind of like bridge the gap between now and when I start playing Kingdom Hearts 2. Which, of course, I need to finish Paper Mario and Path of Radiance first. I need to finish at least one of them before I start another game. And like I said, I have 2 games to replace the 2 current games. So besides Kingdom Hearts 2, the final mix, there's another game that I do want LP, and it's also a game that I would be totally blind on. So, you know, scheduling. But whatever, that'll happen when it happens. Either way, that's this video done. More than halfway through the cup. Till next, wait. No, we're not done yet. There's one more fight. Shit, it tricked me. Sorry about that. I was literally about to say till next time. Oh well. Like seriously, I was looking at this timeline. It looked like there was no time left, but nope. One last match. I was thinking of cutting it in half, like 49 to 25 and 24 to 1, but nah. Makes more sense this way. Now we're done. Till next time. Hasta.